ஆவிய அனுப்புங்க, என்னை உயிரடைய செய்யுங்க. உலர்ந்த எலும்புகள் இந்த நாளில் உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உலர்ந்த எலும்புகள் இந்த நாளில் உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உந்தன் உயிர் வல்லமை வேண்டுமே. பாதாள கட்டுகள், பாதாள கட்டுகள் உடையட்டுமே. பார்வோனின் வல்லமை பாடுவோமா? பாதாள கட்டுகள் உடையட்டுமே. பார்வோனின் வல்லமை அழியட்டுமே. உமக்காக நாங்கள் ஓடிட உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. ஆமென். உமக்காக நாங்கள் ஓடிட உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உயிரடைய வேண்டுமே. உந்தன் உயிர் தெழுந்த வல்லமை வேண்டுமே. உந்தன் உயிர் தெழுந்த வல்லமை வேண்டுமே. கவலையின் கட்டுகள் உடையற்றுமே. சந்தோஷத்தாலே நிரப்பிடுமே. கவலையின் கட்டுகள் உடையற்றுமே. சந்தோஷத்தே என் இரவுகள் எல்லாம் வேண்டுமே. வல்லமை வேண்டுமே.
இணைந்து உம்மை ஆராதித்த பிள்ளைகள், ஜெபித்த பிள்ளைகள் எல்லாரையும் கர்த்தர் கண்ணோக்கி பார்த்து அவர்களை வழிநடத்த வேண்டும் என்று ஜெபிக்கிறோம். தொடர்ந்து உம்முடைய கிருபை தாங்கட்டும் அப்பா. யாரெல்லாம் யூடியூப் மூலமாக, ஃபேஸ்புக் மூலமாக, டிவி இயேசுவின் நாமத்தில் பிறந்த அன்போடு கூட நாங்கள் வாழ்த்துகிறோம். இவ்வளோ நேரம் கிட்டத்தட்ட 5:30 6:45 வரைக்கும் ஆண்டவரை நோக்கி துதிக்க, பாட, அவரை உயர்த்த கர்த்தர் கிருபை கொடுத்தார். ஜெபிக்க கர்த்தர் கிருபை கொடுத்தார். ஒவ்வொரு ஜெப குறிப்புகளையும் சொல்லும் பொழுது நீங்களும் ஜெபம் பண்ணீங்க. நிச்சயமாகவே கர்த்தர் நம்முடைய ஜெபங்களுக்கு பதில் கொடுப்பார். துதி ஸ்தோத்திரங்களை ஏற்றுக்கொள்வார். உங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையை கர்த்தர் ஆசீர்வதிப்பார். ஆமேன். கர்த்தர் நல்லவர். பிரியமானவர்களே, கடந்த அந்த ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை நேற்றைய தினத்திலேயும் இன்றைக்கு கிருபை கொடுத்தார். ஆமேன். நீங்கள் உங்களை நிறைய, அது மாத்திரமல்ல, நம்ம யாபேசின் ஜெபத்தை குறித்து பார்த்து கொண்டு இருந்தோம் இல்லையா? தொடர்ந்து ஒவ்வொரு பகுதி தினத்தில் நீங்கள் சாட்சியாக எழுதி கர்த்தருடைய நாமத்தை மகிமைப்படுத்தும்படி அன்போடு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுகிறேன். இந்த நாளிலும் நாம் தொடர்ந்து தேவனுடைய வார்த்தையை தியானிக்க போகிறோம். அதற்கு முன்பாக ஜெபிக்கிறவங்க, நீங்கள் 10K ப்ரேயர் வாரியர்ஸ், அதாவது 10,000 ஜெப வீரர்கள் என்ற ஒரு ஜெப குழுவை ஆரம்பித்து ஒவ்வொரு வாரமும் ஜெப குறிப்புகள் அனுப்பி கொண்டு இருக்கிறோம். நிறைய பேர், உங்களில் நிறைய பேர் இணைந்து பார்க்குறீங்களே. 7200250636 இந்த எண்ணுக்கு நீங்கள் மெசேஜ் அனுப்புங்க. நானும் 10K ப்ரேயர் வாரியராக சேர விரும்புகிறேன் என்று நீங்கள் மெசேஜ் அனுப்பும் பொழுது உங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் ஜெப குறிப்புகளை அனுப்பி வைப்போம். உங்களையும் இதில் இணைத்துக் கொள்வோம். அதே போல ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் திங்கள்லேருந்து.
And today there are like 908 people, and some more people can join. And if you're saying that you want to join, then you can contact the same number, and you can say that join me in this Zoom meeting, and your place where you are, and if you send it, then every day without fail the Zoom link will come to you. And Zoom link or the request, and we're also preparing for the magazine. You can still ask me, and I'll sort out my time, but in case I'm not able to speak to you, please forgive me. But all of us are praying, and all of your prayer requests are coming, and let us all pray, and the Lord will do great things. Even if we are not speaking, you can speak to the Lord, and the Lord will answer all of your prayer requests. And about personal prayer, and each one are praying. And like I told last week about Jabez's prayer, and in what situations should we have a personal prayer? Through some incidences I had been speaking to you. And it came to pass in those days that he went out into a mountain to pray, and continued all night to prayer to God. And you can see in Luke chapter 6, this is there. And so, if he knows an answer to this, can you see? And they were filled with madness and communed one with another that they might do to Jesus. And somehow we need to kill this person. And they were filled with madness, and they communed with one another what they might do to Jesus. And one side, the Lord is doing miracles. And that's when Jesus went alone and he prayed. And we do not know if, and we do not know if they know about this, because they are planning. But still, even in that situation, the Lord went alone and he prayed. And he climbed on a mountain and he prayed every night. And because he is the Son of Man, in all of his inner emotions, maybe he knew this, that they are all working to kill us. And Satan will come against us in many ways. And when we can push them down, and how to break this family, and how, when will this accident happen, and when to bring all of these problems, and making others, and when to bring all of this. And Satan might be plotting like this, and he could get into evil people. And like how these people have thought about wrong things, even though he did good things. Even if we did good things in our family members, even when we love them, they might come against us. And sometimes we do not know all of the accounts, all of the um, plans that he has against us. Sometimes the Lord can give us dreams. Sometimes we can have an instinct. And sometimes we can have this gut instinct that something wrong might happen, some kind of emotion, some kind of disturbance in your spirit. It can happen sometimes. And what we have to do is we have to pray alone. And sometimes we may not be aware. And so sometimes we may not know that people are plotting against us and they're doing witchcraft for us. And the Lord will give us deliverance. And in what the Lord expects is that we must have a relationship with the Lord. The difference between them who are with the Lord and those who are not with the Lord is that the Lord will give protection to them, and He'll also give them some counsel. And you can see in 13, let us read Luke 16:13. And when it was day, He called unto Him and His disciples, and of them He chose 12, whom He also named apostles. And the Father gave a counsel to Jesus. And He said, let the ministry happen to them. And such type of counsel is what He is giving. And Satan, with madness, he was trying to destroy or to stop the ministry of the Lord. And because the Lord prayed, and the Lord gave him the counsel to explain it. And Satan will bring so many problems. And not with, and the battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. And he will try to push us down. Fighting. But you know what we have to do? In the morning time or the night, whenever we get time, we need to fix a time and we need to go sit in the presence of God. The Lord will work opposite of that. Satan might have one plan and to break off the family, and he will have such type of plans. And the Lord will work for them, and the Lord will make them increase. And the Lord will work so that His plan will come in our life. And to bring down the plans of Satan, then we should be people who are praying alone. And I want to give you an example. Let us turn our Bible. And then came out against them Zerah the Ethiopian, and then Asa went out against him, and they set the battle in array in the valley of Septa of Maresha. Then Asa cried unto the Lord his God and said, Lord, it is nothing with thee to help, whether with many or with them that is nothing with thee to help, whether with many or with them that have no power. Help us, O Lord our God, for we rest on thee, and in thy name we go against the multitude. O Lord, thou art. And you can see this Ethiopian Sarah, and you can see Asa over here. He is calling unto the Lord. And when Satan is coming, and when he comes against all of these Israelites, Asa did not get scared, and he did not go fight with them, but he is sitting in the presence of God. We must say, Lord, you fight for us. We're not able to stand in this crowd. And when he started praying to the Lord, we can see the effort that the Lord broke down the Ethiopians, and then they broke down. And when the enemies come against you, whether you know it or you don't know it, and you must keep praying in the presence of God. And when they come near, we must not do anything else. But when we look unto the Lord, He'll surely help us. And when problems come, do not go in search of people. And when we have a problem, we always search of people for them to help us. We turn to our parents, we turn to others. But today you look unto the Lord. No matter what situation comes, whether you know the situation or not, the prayer that you are praying, and all of the enemies will be broken down, and the Lord will protect you, and the Lord will give plans for Him to protect you and bless you. And an incident that we all know about Mordecai, and he was praying, all of you should go. And the Lord, until when will you pray? Till the promises are fulfilled. But the Lord Himself was quiet about it. We cast Him out. And, and when a failure comes in our life, so today in your life, maybe there is evils because of the sins of your ancestors. You need to break in the presence of God, and you wait. He threw up to teach me. Lord opens a way for you. And and I do not know how many of you let go of your personal prayer. Maybe you thought, why should I pray anymore? And when you start your prayer, you start going towards the victory. As you start, says, you help me to pray alone. And Lord, to destroy all the work of Satan, Lord, I need a personal prayer, Lord. I let go of I myself assume something and I keep running. Lord, I'm going to run. Let us all pray. Let us all fall into the Lord. And that personal prayer life, Lord, you give it to your children. Lord, you give it. Oh,
ஊற்றிடுமே ஜெப ஆவி
this chapter, keep seeing it. And the Lord should help us to complete this victoriously and remove all of these obstacles. And you stretch out your hands and say, Lord, you give this place hands and say, Lord, you give this place to this Jesus Meets Ministry. I'm going to pray for you, and the Lord will bless you. And
தேவனுடைய பிள்ளைகளே, இச்செய்தி உங்களுக்கு மிகுந்த ஆசீர்வாதமாக இருந்ததென்று நாங்கள்